This story involves a young lady who inherited a house from her grandparents. And she was sort of financially and legally naive. She didn't know a lot. The communication back and forth was sort of reticent. And there were title problems, legal problems, property tax problems, a lot of things that should have been resolved out. We basically fixed it up, and then we gave her a lot of credit advice. The income was pretty good. So we said, do this, and this on the credit, and then you'll get rebuilt, and then we can do a credit union or a trust company or whatever. So she did that to a large degree. And then it was a private mortgage to resolve the power sale. And that was fine. Everything was good. And then there were a couple of times where she needed like renovation or plumbing or whatever. And the lender advanced her like $5,000 quickly. The lady had got her credit rebuilt a bit more. And then we said that you could get the house with a trust company now. And the payment was like, I think $1,700 roughly. And then when we offered that, she sort of deferred on it. And I said, well, so you alone on trust company, it's like $1,700. If your dad was a cosigner, we could probably do $1,400. So we gave her both options. And she came back, and we had done a lot of work. And she was really, really grateful, and grateful for all the legals and stuff. She was going to get the father to co-sign, and the father was going to look after everything. And I said, that's great. That's fantastic. You're going to get a lower payment. And then we didn't hear from her for a while. And for whatever reason, chose to get a really, really large private mortgage, which took out all the equity from the house. So, the rule of thumb I use is every $1,000 you take out costs you $2,500 roughly. And then in terms of affordability, the banks use the total debt service ratio. It's like financial blood pressure. So maxing out on that mortgage and taking all that money out, the mortgage payments were horrendous. And we had nothing to do with it, but she eventually lost the house. So it's a good example where if you get a house, inherited or whatever, gifted, it's quite sacred. Like don't use it like an ATM. And she did take the credit advice. So I think on that side, she's happier.